everyone, welcome back to another Backseat guide where we show you the most practical usage of a character. As requested, we'll be taking a look at Green Arrow for this episode.
Now that's what I call an entrance.
From first glances, one might see Green Arrow as a keep-away character, but they'd be wrong. He has a large amount of close-range moves that make him have a great rushdown game. Green Arrow is classified as a gadget character, meaning for his interactables, he'll be jumping off of objects. His character power is called Take Aim. Holding the button down will ready an arrow from his quiver, duck, and jump while readying a shot. Dashing forwards or backwards will cancel the shot. Though you have an unlimited amount of these arrows, they deal low damage, and are horrible to rely on. Luckily, you can change between 3 different types of arrows to increase damage. An ice arrow, a stun arrow, and a fire arrow. The ice arrow freezes your opponent for 1.5 seconds and is perfect for starting combos or playing a defensive game. You only have one shot, so make it count, as this does no damage. The stun arrow temporarily disables your opponent, letting you link together combos that would otherwise be impossible. You are given 2 stun arrows, each doing 5% damage. Finally, we come to the fire arrow. These are the most damaging arrows, doing extra damage over time. You are given 3 arrows, and these are good because they do great damage even on block. For special moves, Uphaven Blast is a great move for anti-air characters. Arrow fires an explosive arrow in the air doing 7% damage. The meter burn variation shoots an additional arrow farther away from the first one, doing an extra 6.65% damage. This move is perfect for characters trying to jump in on you. His next most useful move would be the Savage Blast. Green Arrow hops backwards while shooting an arrow towards the ground. This move does 7% damage and is useful when your opponent blocks your attacks. The meter burn variation will make Green Arrow fire an extra explosive arrow further in front of him past the first one. The second arrow can juggle the opponent after the first arrow explosion, doing a total of 13.65% damage. For the Stinger, Green Arrow will slide forward ramming into the opponent. Doing a total of 7% damage, it'll send them flying across the screen if it makes contact with the opponent. This is useful for putting at the end of combos in order to gain distance from you and your opponent. Meter Burn will make Green Arrow fire out an arrow towards the opponent while the opponent pulls back. His last most effective move would be the Hurricane Bow. Green Arrow steps forward and spins his bow to hit his foe. If the hits are successful, Green Arrow will slap the opponent with his bow while turning to finish off the attack. This does 9.86% damage, and there is no meter burn variation of this move. His super move is called the Arsenal Assault.
Heads up!
Doing a total of 32.08% damage. Green Arrow shoots an unblockable explosive arrow down towards the ground. The only way for your opponent to dodge this super is either being in a recovery state or jumping. After the super animation, you are given an opportunity to combo after it. For an easy confirm into this super, try using the freeze arrow into it. Green Arrow's arrows are the key to comboing. Effectively using the right arrow in the middle of combos is crucial for any Green Arrow player. Well, that'll about do it for this episode. If you have any suggestions on which characters we should do next, please be sure to leave it in the comments below.